Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are now off to Glastonbury. I've already made my way from Weston and Cheddar. Traffic has settled down a little bit now, so I can actually get moving. I've been stuck behind a bus for much of the majority between Cheddar and Wells. But we're on the move and it's all good, and we're heading for Glastonbury, which is nice. Now, I've already recorded a vlog on the way here. Haven't decided whether I'm going to upload it yet. I'll have a listen to it once I've sort of pieced it all together. It's a little bit opinionated. It's not my usual thing. It will offend some people, but it's a message that I just wanted to say. I'm one of these people that when I've got something to say, I'm better off just getting it out, and then I've done it. Get it done, get it gone. So I'll think about that later. I'll probably release this one first. So we're heading off to Glastonbury, like I said. What do we know about Glastonbury? It has a massive festival, music festival, which brings in the biggest artists from around the world. Has a pretty difficult system for getting hold of the tickets. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not the sort of person that wants to sleep in a tent where generally the weather is either baking hot, a bit like today, and you're stuck outside, or it's absolutely chucking it down, torrential rain, thunderstorms, and your tent might start at the top of the hill at the night, but by the morning it's in a totally different position. So I just rather watch it on the TV. But that's not actually what Glastonbury's famous for. It was famous long before the music festival started. It's got quite a bit of history. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know any of it. But there's a rock thing, castle thing, tower thing called the Tor. No, it's not actually, I think it's called Glastonbury Tower, and it's on top of Glastonbury Tor. Now, Glastonbury Tor is man-made. It's a hill. You can actually tell by the shape of it, and certainly from aerial shots, that it's man-made. But it's really interesting, it's really cool. It's one of those places people visit for summer solstice, winter solstice. It's a mecca for religious prayer and places like that. You know, all the weird stuff. But there is some sort of history going back, I don't know, I'm going to make stuff up, 2,000 years, 1,500 years, whatever, about some bloke who travelled with a bit of tree. He was mentioned in some book, I think it was called the Bible, and he came over and he planted the tree, and I think it's in the grounds of Glastonbury Abbey right now. Hellfire, it's hot. It's in the grounds of Glastonbury Abbey, and it's grown into this this other tree, you know, as trees do, which is quite interesting. I like stories, and I think that's probably all it is, because I'm not a religious person in any way, shape or form. I believe Jesus Christ existed, and I think he was kind of a David Blaine character, where he did some pretty basic tricks in front of some pretty dumb people, and they believed it and thought he was the next Messiah. I don't know, that's just my opinion, and it counts for absolutely nothing, as I've said previously. But anyway, going back to Glastonbury, it's actually a pretty cool place. It's kind of one of these places which sort of is a magnet for the weird and the wonderful, and you know, the crystal stores and the tie-dye shawls and skirts and t-shirts, and people don't wash there and stuff, you know, all that really good stuff that makes us who we are. Let's just get in front of these lot here. I think it'll be much more fun. So yeah, so that's Glastonbury. So we're going to head our way into it, and I did some footage there. We got up really early from Weston, drove down just in time for that golden hour in the morning, and I used that time to get what I think is some really nice footage. So what I'm going to do, we're going to ride into Glastonbury. I'll introduce you to the place and some of its more weird members, and then I'll put the footage on at the end of the video, and I hope you enjoy it. So I'm starting to move now, which is really good. Temperature gauge says 29 degrees, it was just nudging 30. The engine temperature while I was sat in traffic was 105 degrees, the fan was on. I think my nutsack was at 1000 degrees and rising. But we are moving now, which is good. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is Glastonbury. It's only a small town, but it's quite pretty. Just over there is Glastonbury Abbey. Now, unfortunately we haven't invented, oh hello, unfortunately we haven't invented smell-o-vision on YouTube yet, but if you could smell this, it just smells of scented candles, joss sticks and weed, which is okay, everyone to their own. Purely medicinal, officer. And now we're heading down towards the tor, the tower, and I think the chalice. I think it's something called Glastonbury Chalice, which is like this spring, water spring. Just looks like a drain, to be fair. If you want to drink from it, you carry on. There's the chalice, there's some spring. So there's no actual parking around the Glastonbury Tor. So I'm just going to stop here now. I'm going to quickly spin it around. You can see the Tor then. And then I'm going to find somewhere just to go and stop. There's the Tor at the top. And there it is, Glastonbury Tower on top of the Tor. So I think what I'm going to do is pop the bike here, and if I can get it onto its side stand safely, which I think I might be able to, we'll soon see. It's a bit cranked over, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Yep, gonna let it cool down for a minute, and what I'm gonna do is very quickly take a photograph of the bike in front of Glastonbury Tor. So guys, please enjoy the footage I'm going to put up. It's nothing different, probably nothing you haven't seen before, but it's just a bit of fun. Alright, and I will catch you very much on the flip side.